It's been a good run. I laughed with you all. I cried with you all. We raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for charity. Thank you all for the memories and for giving me a platform to help others. It's time for me to move on with my life. Until we meet again. Until we meet again.
New pronouns? She, they? Yo! Alright, add to the tally. I groomed another into transing their gender.
Alright, new video from Sensitive Society. Is Keffals finally gone? Let's find out. Hopefully for good. That would be nice. Going over a lot of foul stuff today. I feel like the internet's just foul right now. Hopefully we'll get some fun drama soon.
I don't usually say this at the start of a video, but today is a good day for the greater online community. So in case you guys don't know, Keffals, and if you don't know who this person is, God bless you, and I'm sorry I have to tell you who this is. But Keffals at some point was one of the biggest, if not the biggest, trans activists. And maybe for a year, a lot of people supported her, they liked her, they were giving her money, so much so to the point where she raised a GoFundMe to quote unquote go after the police. In reality, she didn't spend any of that money going after the police. It was to fight the system, to fight the transphobia, fight against all the bigots out there. And it turns out she spent those $100,000 buying drugs. I believe it was heroin and coke. Coke was a pretty big one.
Do you remember that DM Keffals sent the Mudahar had in his video that was like, if people ever found out what I spent the GoFundMe money on, they'd kill me. And then Keffals still has the gall to publicly be like, I can never respond to a transphobic manipulative video that has a bunch of points that are disingenuous from the start. It's like, you already admitted it privately. We know you didn't spend the money how it was supposed to be spent. We already knew that before that DM came out because there was no legal action taken against the police. Nothing happened.
Buying equipment for Twitch, and none of that money was actually going towards the cause. She got caught, Mudahar called her out, and now everyone knows she's a scammer. She lied, she stole money, and that pretty much killed her career. She came back and everyone gave her shit, and now it looks like this person might finally be gone from the internet forever. And round of applause. Goodbye, Bozo, plus ratio, plus you fell off, plus you suck. There's no excuse for anyone.
Suck doesn't even cover it. I feel like the part that he's leaving out here is more important. Is, you know, protecting the kiddos. And I think the kiddos should be protected. There's been a lot of talk about that online recently. I think the worst thing Keffals did is, frankly, fund a website openly that sent botched, you know, homemade hormones to minors. I think that's the worst thing she did. I feel like not enough people are focusing on that, and I feel like that really needs to be talked about. I don't know why. I don't know if they're scared of like trans community pushback, but anybody who says it's okay to fund a website that illegally sends hormones made in a bathtub, oh, it's not made in a bathtub, it's made in a lab, I don't care, made anywhere that's not a doctor's office, okay, and it sends it behind parents' backs to children, that person should be in jail. Keffals should be in jail.
Stealing
and so should everybody else involved, including Bob Posting, but Bob Posting already is, I think.
$100,000 and phrase it as, I'm here to fight the system and get justice. You travel around the world. It's a paid vacation, essentially. You buy drugs. That's all you're doing with the fun.
Did he ever address the unhinged DM he sent to Lava? No, I don't think he did, not that I've seen, but he probably should.
Kristen Dark says, so Keffals is now done. I've never been more happy by the sheer cope about Keffals was a persona. We all know what you are, a doxer. Completely forget about that. If you're a hater, watch out, she might dox you. A scammer, liar, and a piece of... That's...
Keffals wouldn't last in jail? Yeah, because Keffals can't snort cocaine in jail. That's probably why. This in a blunt, please. The blunt is actually bathtub estrogen. Thanks for the 10. PDF is a worthless format that shouldn't exist. True. Also, why does every PDF conversion website make you pay? That's cringe.
Who you are, and will always be known for both as Keffals and Clara, her real name. You won't be missed. She says, the Discord is not going to be closed, but I locked my account and won't be streaming from this point onward. Go! God is real. He listened to our prayers. It's finally over. And hopefully this isn't just like, I'm taking a break, guys, and then they come back in like 5 days. Bruh, just leave.
I don't think Keffals will ever leave completely, because Keffals has nothing outside of this internet stuff. What can you guys imagine Keffals doing? Is Keffals gonna like get a job? Is the Roberts individual gonna get a job? No, they're not gonna get a job. They're gonna sit on their ass and do drugs and cry about, you know, oh, poor me, I'm being ridiculed by the internet. Yeah, for things you did. You deserve everything that happened to you. Literally everything that has happened to you is justified, and frankly, worse should happen. You should be in jail.
Get out. No one wants you. And I believe on her YouTube channel or wherever she streams, she was getting less than 100 viewers on a good day. Legitimately, no one cares about her. Like getting 100.
Yeah, the only people who care about her now are people who hate her. Based.
Viewers as the big.
And then like other freaks from her community who somehow defend her and are probably just as bad, if not even worse, and believe that you should give hormones to children behind their parents' backs.
Biggest trans activist online, not of all time, but definitely you were for like a few months, getting 100 live viewers. That's insane. That's such a fall off.
Irrelevant L.
Equivalent will be like if I went from getting between 70 to 100,000 views per video down to like 5. I fell off at that point. Okay, I will never upload. I will leave. I'll be like, yeah, this is so embarrassing. I'm out of bounds. This fall off needs to be studied, and it needs to be taught at every university of what not to do. But at the same time, it should be common sense not to steal money from your fans.
Yeah, it should also be common sense to not send hormones to children against their parents' will.
The audience, whatever you guys want to call it.
Somehow it's not. In some communities, it's not. Yeah, I did hit 400k subs today. It was nice to see. It wasn't when I was live, but I did hit it. I appreciate it.
Is people that should never be taken advantage of. Those people right there are the reason why you're at the position you're at right now. And the second you start scamming and lying to them, it's gross. Thanks to you, I'm where I'm at right now. So it's something that I will never take for granted. I won't be streaming from this point on forward. I want to prioritize my happiness, and that means moving on.
I hope Keffals is miserable for the rest of their life forever. For like until the end of time. That's what they deserve for being such a vile person. There's a lot of, you know, people accusing me of fence sitting. They say I glaze too much, say I give people too much leeway. Okay. You know, I see why people think that. I don't like it, sure, but I see why they think that sometimes. With Keffals, it's like, no, f you. I do not even care what Xander Hall had to say about you. Xander Hall had a base moment.
With my life, thank you for everything from the bottom of my heart. We've helped so many people, sure. And all I ask is that once I'm gone, you do the same thing for others. Why is she acting like she's dying? Feels like she's dying from cancer, and these are like her last words.
If Keffals got cancer, I would pop a champagne bottle.
Guys, I know that I'm dying, and I scam people, and I lie to people, and I dox people, and I harass people that didn't agree with me. But when I'm gone, please remember me and do the same to others. And then, you know, she dies. Yeah, this shit's stupid. Like, why this so dramatic? You're leaving content creation.
Because Keffals is a narcissist who cannot stand the fact that they did something wrong. Did 100 things wrong, you know? Even defended Vosh, which is crazy. And Tipster somehow still has this bitch's back. It's nuts, man. All these people are scum. Absolute scum. I hate all these people.
Not by choice, but it's because you got kicked from the internet for being a loser, a scammer, and just a really bad person overall. It's not your choice. If it was up to you, you would still be streaming. And then we get into the tweets that low-key almost made me cry, and I was pretty emotional. I couldn't do anything for the next 3 days after this. And this should be a try not to laugh challenge, guys. Join me and try not to laugh. Sorry, cry. I laughed with you all.
Let me get some sad music for this so I can play it. Sensitive society, you gotta get on the sad music grind, buddy. It's been a good run. I laughed with you all. I cried with you all. We raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for charity. Thank you all for the memories and for giving me a platform to help others. It's time for me to move on with my life. Until we meet again. Until we meet again. Live streaming destroyed my mental health. I live with PTSD from it. Constantly afraid of swatting attempts, constant panic attacks, and dealing with people even in leftist spaces like Xander Hall, who fantasize about violently beating me. I can't do this anymore. I have friends, loved ones, a social life, and I'm thriving in my life offline. Don't feel bad for me. Leaving everything behind was a really difficult decision, but one I ultimately made because I love myself. I don't want to experience a life that's worth living. Have you ever thought that, now I'm just pondering here hypothetically, what if your life just sucks?
To you guys, as a former translator back when I used to go to school, I'm going offline because no one watches me. I don't make money online anymore. And I got caught scamming people for over $100,000. I dox people. I'm a hypocrite. I absolutely hate that Keffals is acting like the victim, like they've never done anything wrong in their life. Guys, I don't know.
I feel like there's more to go into here, though. I will say, like, did Sensitive Society watch the Mudahar video? Because there's a lot more than just the scamming. That's like 10% of how bad Keffals is. It goes far beyond that.
Why I'm being swatted. Guys, I don't know why people dislike me. I don't know why. I'm like the most lovely person you'll ever meet. She's acting like she's a legendary YouTuber retiring, and
nobody cares about her. Nobody cares about Keffals. The only people who care are freaks.
We're all supposed to be crying and feel bad for it. No one cares. No one cares that you're gone. I don't think anyone's gonna notice this. I'm actually afraid that this video is gonna flop because no one knows who you are. And so now I have to come up with a catchy title to
It is funny that the only views people get anymore on Keffals is for shitting on her. 132k views. That's the most you can get shitting on this person right now. That is hilarious and awesome. Based. You deserve to be irrelevant.
make sure people see this because most people
Don't hate on Goddess Keffals, Tommy. My bad, Vanny. My bad. I walk it all back. I love Keffals.
are like, what the is a Keffals? Is that like some kind of food? And the last message she sends before she fades into the sunset is, I want to say, by leaving the internet, I mean retiring as a streamer, as a content creator, as an online personality. I will be online, just not in the capacity I was.
Yeah, you'll be jerking off to degenerate pornography.
Don't want thousands of eyes on me. Okay.
Wow, why don't you want thousands of eyes on you? Is it because you're a horrible person? Is it because you're like objectively one of the worst people we've seen on the internet in a long time? Is that why? Is that why you don't want eyes on you? Because under scrutiny, you look like a fucking weirdo? Is that why? I don't know. I mean, that could be it. I mean, I could be wrong here. I'm just pondering.
Okay, let me cut you off. Thousands of people were not watching you. Like, I don't want to be rude. You were getting barely 100 viewers. My voice just cracked. Goddamn. Getting a little too excited here. You were getting like hundreds of viewers, and hundreds is being really generous. Like 100, maybe 120 live viewers. You were not getting thousands of views. You're not as big or as important as you think you are. This is like talk for big YouTubers. Like, yeah, you know what? I don't want hundreds of thousands, if not.
Yeah, but Keffals is delusional about the quote-unquote positive impact that they have had because they cannot stand the fact that they're a horrible person. The biggest impact you had, your legacy, will be a Mudahar video with 2 million views calling you a terrible person, and that is exactly what you deserve.
Millions of views upon me per month. No, it's just too much. You were barely cracking 500. Let's just stop the cap here. Stop pretending you were this huge content creator. My name is Clara, and I'm just some stupid girl who lives in Ireland, who likes to make pasta and spend time with family.
Ooh.
And loved ones.
Ooh. You just like to make pasta. Yeah, you also like to fund a website that sends hormones to kids. Enjoy your pasta, you weirdo. Thank you for the dono, Dantel. Thank you, bro.
Keffals was a
Hitting the bong while driving and watching? Do not hit the bong. Never do that.
persona. Okay, a brand, not a person.
What are you even talking about? Keffals was a persona? No, it's not. That's who you are. What do you even say? This is like such a pathological liar, man. This is like Keffals. This is her own internal justification for being such a weirdo.
I am Clara. Okay.
It was a persona. It was all just an act, guys. It was trolling.
Hey, Cap. I am calling Cap on all of this. Oh yeah, that was a character. That was literally you. What do you mean that? What do you mean that was a character? That was a persona built by the U.S. government. I'm actually Clara. What the f? This is such a bad, lame-ass excuse. Like, oh shit, fourth wall breaking moment. It's actually a character like an anime or like in the movies, guys. I'm actually Clara. So when you were getting high and you were doing coke and you were doing heroin and potentially fentanyl.
We're all Clara. I am Clara Sorrenti. So true. I'm Clara Sorrenti, and you're Clara Sorrenti, and he's Clara Sorrenti, and she's Clara Sorrenti, and we're all Clara Sorrenti. It's so beautiful.
Was that Clara or was that Keffals? Genuine question. Who scammed your fans? Was it Keffals or was it Clara? That's what we want to know. Which one was it? Keffals actually thinks this goes hard and like everyone's crying.
I sent Homer as a kiss as a character. I forgive you. I forgive you.
No, the greatest trans activist of all time, the scammer is leaving. Womp womp, bye. No one cares. You couldn't even grift right. This is hopefully the end of Keffals. Hopefully I never hear.
Yeah, we're probably going to hear about Keffals again. Keffals is never going to be offline. We're going to be hearing about Keffals for the next 10 years. And, you know, we'll be making content out of it.